Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 2 of If My Heart Had Wings, where our main character Aoi is with this girl. So he found her on top of a hill after she sent a paper airplane down calling for help. And it's because she's disabled, is in a wheelchair, and her wheelchair had a flat, so she's unable to move, and she doesn't have like a mobile device to call someone. But thankfully, Aoi had the right tools with him to fix this flat tire. And now she's happy that she's able to move again. And while they were talking, they saw this glider fly right over them. And let's see what happens next, and what significance this glider has. So she says, it's a glider. A glider? So I repeat the name as if to confirm it, and then looked to the sky once more. Okay, so we're looking at the glider again. A nice animation, by the way. With its big white wings and white silhouette, it reminded me of somewhat of a seagull. Yeah, long wings, slender body, and in fact, airplanes, including gliders, they're actually modeled off of birds. So the wings, the tail. So the girl notices something else. So the glider, the question mark, is continuing to turn leisurely above our heads. So it's probably so high up in the sky that it's hard to see if it is a glider or not. And Aoi notices that it's flying ever so slowly. So one of the distinctive features of a glider is that it doesn't have an engine, so no thrust. As it proceeded slowly across the blue sky, it seemed to be floating rather than flying. I'm not sure if that's what you want to say to this glider, because to me, fly means that not only you're up in the air, you're also moving forward, whereas floating is just you go up and not in any other direction. It looks like it would feel nice. Okay, so what's going on? It's coming down. I think it's coming in for a landing. Well, I mean, it's not like it was coming down to land. Okay, so it's probably taking a dive. Maybe the pilot is trying to test the acrobatics and the capabilities of what this glider can do. So he's trying to push it to the extremes. Okay, so it's just descending. Why don't we try waving? They might notice us. Well, I don't know if the pilot will notice them, because Well, if you've taken a flight before, once the airplane takes off, everything outside shrinks to really like really small. It looks like toys in a sense. So I think that's how the pilot sees from up there. And with Aoi and the girl being really small, it's gonna be really hard for the pilot to see. So well, it doesn't hurt to try. So she earnestly stretched out her hand and waved towards the white aircraft floating in the sky. So she's calling out, and it looks like Hat is helping her. Okay, so the glider misses them and just continues on. Well, I don't know if the pilot noticed us or not. However, the wings reflected a gleaming light, and it really did look as if it was answering us, calling out to it. Well, maybe the reflections also blocked the pilot from being able to see them from below or from above. Then the glider turned its back to us and flew away back to the other side of the lake where it had come from. Well, don't worry. It'll come back. She mumbled sadly as she lowered her hand. Well, obviously, it's not the only glider in the world, so there may be more gliders, and this is probably a good place to fly gliders because it's windy, as evidenced by all the windmills in the background. So where's this place? I fixed the flat tire and went with her into the town. Okay, so this is maybe town square. This is the residential area on the opposite bank of the lake to Windmill Hill, where we were just now. Okay, so I think she's saying that okay, this is a good place to drop me off. I'll take it from here. But Aoi wants to help her anyways, because if you help someone, why not go all the way through with it? But she's okay with just dropping her off here. Well, it seemed like she was going to say but before she stopped speaking. Well, for a girl with a walking disability, just because she was shown a little kindness, she can't bring some guy she hardly knows back to her house. But she is happy. At least she can move again. Well, don't mention it. If your tire ever goes flat again, call me anytime. I only said it as a joke, but she blushed and looked down nervously. And I think Hat notices something wrong. So what else is wrong? Well, if you're thanking me, you already did that just now.
ちょっとだけ楽しかった。友達と遊ぶみたいで。
Okay? Yeah, me too, and I saw something unusual as well. So the glider that we had just seen was now flying in the air above the hill where we were just now. Okay, so it's still flying.
私も本物を見たの初めて。
And in a sense, you will probably be excited when you see something that you've seen in books and photographs up in real life for the first time.
素敵な思い出ができちゃった。
That's true. She murmured quietly and giggled. Coupled with her cute and dainty appearance was her lovely smile.
それじゃあ、もう行くわね。
Okay. Alright, take care.
ええ。
The wheels squeaked as she pushed the wheelchair along with her hands down an empty street. And behind her, the duck wearing a hat waddled along with her. Hey! She slapped her hands and turned to face me. Okay, see you again. Okay, what kind of reaction is that? She doesn't seem happy about when I always said, see you again. She looked troubled and embarrassed, then left without saying anything else. But she sure was cute though. And where is she from? Her appearance was quite graceful, as if she were the daughter of a rich family. A little lady with a duck? It was an odd combination, but they seemed strangely familiar with each other. But anyways, I better go. So he has his own duties and work to do. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the dormitory called the Flying Fish Manor. So due to certain circumstances, that place will be my new home. So I wonder what the circumstances are. While walking along the gently sloped street, I looked up at the clouds moving above. Floating so freely like that, they reminded me of that glider. That distinctive silhouette had left a mysterious impression on me. Okay, so what is this place? Okay, so it's later in the afternoon, and I wonder if this is a place Aoi is supposed to go to. And he kind of wonders himself. Okay, so it is the place. It's called Flying Fish Manor. But then he realizes that the name is so unfitting for this nice, elegant building. And I wonder who thought of that name, because that name sounds really, really crazy, to be honest. And he likens it to, oh, that's like giving a tough-looking Japanese tosa a name like Lily. So, well, at least make it sound fancy. Call it Maison du Flying Fish or something. Well, I think that makes it weird as well. As long as the words flying fish is in there, it doesn't fit. And I think that name kind of gave him expectations on what this place is going to be like. And you never thought that it was gonna look something like this. Because I thought it's not the place, I completely ruled it out and then walked round and round in this area. But even now, I still can't believe. So I'll check the sign one more time. Well, the sign looks like it's the same. It's obviously the right place. Flying Fish Manor. There's no doubt about it. Even so, I'm still not entirely convinced. Well, I mean, I know a lot about this place. It's an old European-style building on the shore of the lake, and because its appearance is a little spooky, when we were kids, we called this building the Witch's Mansion. Okay, so that's a very creepy name to be given to this kind of place. But it just looks spooky from the shadows, based on the silhouette and the tree that we see in the background. And as a test of courage, we would often sneak into the yard. We just thought it was a rich person's residence, but it's actually a dormitory. So Keifu Private Academy Student Dormitory. I can't just stand here in shock. Okay, so he has to go in anyways. I took a deep breath and stood up straight. So he goes inside, and he says, "May I come in?"
あら？お客さん？
So at least someone greets him. Wait a minute. Okay, so she surprised Aoi. Suddenly a girl in her underwear appeared before me, and the expression that I had tried so hard to straighten out crumbled instantly.
どちら様ですか？
Okay, so he's asking for his name. Wait, why? Well, she's the one who should be worried about having been seen, but why am I the one feeling under pressure?
訪問販売はお断りしてます。
Wait, what do you mean, we don't accept door-to-door sales? So I think, she's seen Aoi as a salesperson who's, knocking on the door and is trying to sell something. Service or, products.
どうしたの、かなちゃん？
So now some of the other people are noticing the commotion.
なんかお客さんみたい。
Oh, a visitor!
お客さん？男の人？
Okay, so she's less welcoming than this girl that we have here. So from inside, the other girl, well, this one was wearing clothes, showed her face, but when she saw me, she let out a hysteric scream. I don't know why it's Anne. It's supposed to be A, because the H is not a vowel. But at the same time, the glasses she was wearing looked like they were about to slip off. Wow, so how much of a shock did Aoi give to these girls?
かなちゃん、ふくふく。
Okay, I don't know why she doesn't notice.
どうしたの？
So another girl appeared.
あ、ゆかさん、 知らない男の子がかなちゃんの裸をなんですって
Wait, what did you say? Oh, wait, no. That's not it. And the cell phone rings at the right or wrong time. I'm not sure. Okay, so it's his mother calling him. Well, excuse me for a minute. Now quickly press the button to answer the call while swiftly escaping outside. Hey, mother!
そろそろ飛び噂について落ち着いてる頃だと思って。どんな感じ?
And that you have calmed down by now. Interesting response. Hey, this place is full of girls. And that person that answered him.
当たり前じゃない。だってそこ。
And she doesn't seem to mind the issues. Yeah? Okay, so he goes back to the sign because he thought he went to the wrong place, but this is the Flying Fish Manor, and in small text, he sees something else. Okay, so it says this is a girls' dormitory. Wait a minute, this is a girls' dormitory.
あら、言ってなかったかしら?
Okay. Hey, do you do this on purpose? What's this? What kind of mother are you? Well, from now on, I'm going to be this place's dorm mother, aren't I? What? What kind of assignment did he get?
大丈夫よ。オーナーさんも寮生の方たちも了解してくれてるから。
Interesting. So she just says that well, they're all okay with it, but based on what we've seen a few minutes earlier, I don't know if they really accepted it or not. Well, just now they were screaming at the top of their lungs.
あら、間違えて更衣室入っちゃった?
Okay, so she's not helping. She is still like trivializing the situation. She thinks like, oh, it's okay, nothing's going wrong. And she seems to enjoy all this commotion going on. Okay, so he opens the door. The front door opens slightly, and the girls from just now were peeking through.
どうサナちゃん
So what's going on? What's happening?
まだいます
He's still there. So the moment he turns around and looks at them, they have a pretty strong reaction to it. When I called out to them, like a surprised turtle, they pulled their faces back inside and shut the door. Well, what should I do about this? So compared to Strawberry Nauts, it looks like these tenants or these girls are not as accepting with a person of a different gender, and it feels a lot like what happened in Princess Evangile when you had a boy person named Masaya attend a school that's primarily all for girls, or it's an all-girls school. And the purpose was that they're trying to change the culture and the way that the school runs. And that was one of the ideas that was proposed by the one of the female main characters, Rise. Well, if you want to know more about that, I'll let you play it on your own. Well, this is the situation.
ほうほう。じゃああなたが新しい寮母さんなんだ。
Okay, so looks like everything has calmed down, and I'm pretty sure Aoi at this point has introduced himself as the new dorm mother. Well, while I was explaining the situation, the boarding students, apart from the girl in the underwear, surrounded me but kept their distance and watched and looked at me. Well, that's poor grammar. Well, this is no good, is it? A boy being the dorm mother of a girl's dormitory.
いいんじゃないの?
And I don't think this person minds. So from behind this person, well, at least he's wearing something that's not underwear, were some girls who looked like they were hiding, but they were nodding and agreeing.
誰か来てくれないともっと困るから。
So I'm pretty sure they were expecting someone to be showing up at this place. And it's like, well, at least having someone is better than having nobody.
そうなのよね。でももっと年配の人だとばかり思ってて。
I have a feeling that they were expecting the dorm mother or the new dorm mother to be someone different and not someone like Aoi.
はい。
So incidentally, there is now one more person than before. She was kind of timid and looked to be the same age, or maybe a year younger, or maybe a year younger than me. Stare. So what is she staring at? Wait, what is it?
葵くんって言ったっけ? 年はいくつ?
Okay, so you say that your name is Aoi. So how old are you? Well, I'm still a student. And from tomorrow, I'll be going to the Keifu Academy. Okay, so I'm in the second grade, so second year.
へえ、じゃあ年下なんだ。
Okay, so she's a third year student. Hihi, she said. Well, what do you mean, hihi? So the person who came to speak to all of you is my mother, and well, she kind of half-tricked me into accepting this job as a dorm mother. Well, my mom has a job connected to real estate and her company manages this property.
ですって。どうします、ゆかさん。チェンジします?
So what did she mean by change? Well, she's kind of confusing in a sense.
そういう事情なら。
Well, I guess, the person who seemed the oldest said so, and the other people reluctantly nodded in agreement. Well, this is until the owner caretaker comes back or we find someone else. I apologize for the inconvenience, but for time being, let's all try to get along. And once the conversation was over, naturally everyone left and went back to their rooms.
いやー、なんかごめんね。みんなおぼこい娘さんたちのもんで、若い男を前にして舞い上がっちゃってんのよ。
I just think that they were surprised that it's Aoi that's gonna be the new dorm mother. And I think he's filling in for someone. And the mother just basically, oh, have my son Aoi do that job. And she didn't really give him much details. And I think she probably tricked him by making it sound exciting. But when he actually does take the job, it's, well, let's say not that exciting and deceiving.
私はしぐれかな子。なんかあったら私に言ってちょうだい。
Okay, so she introduces herself. This person that was in her underwear earlier. And her name is Kanako.
管理人さんの部屋は1階の廊下の突き当たりよ。
And she tells him which room he's going to be staying at. Okay, thank you very much. Wait, was that all the boarding students? So like just, let's see, 1, 2, 3 plus Kanako. Okay, so just 4 people. So Kanako's 1. So Yuka's the tall girl, that's number 2. Sana is the girl with glasses, that's 3. And 4 is Ryoko, that's the girl that's shy. Which makes 4.
ああ、もう一人いるんだけど、いわゆる引きこもりというやつで。
Ah, well, there's one more person, but she's what you might call the reclusive type. So why?
そのうち出てくるんじゃないかな。
Okay, so she maybe never comes out at all. So it's probably to the point where these other girls don't know much about her. Maybe they never see her. Oh. So in other words, there are 5 boarders in total. And that's kind of small for a building of this size. So the building is pretty big, but there are only 5 people living here. And come to think of it, my mom did say that there are quite a few empty rooms. It's old and a little far from the school, so maybe it's not that popular.
汗かいちゃったから、もう一回お風呂入ってこよっと。
Okay, so she's gonna go take a bath. But anyways, the conversation ended well, so I called my mother to let her know. And so, in the end, we somehow worked things out. Okay, so this is a good place to stop. So it's kind of surprising that the mother was able to trick him into working in this place. And even though there was so much commotion going on, she didn't really seem to mind or be concerned. It's like, yeah, it's okay. Alright, it's okay. Nothing's wrong. And I'm kind of guessing that this place is small because, so there's not a lot of people. It's because, it's old. There's probably, like, better dormitories that are closer to the school. It's also much more modern. Because, this place is also really, really far from the school. That's another issue. But anyways, let's see what happens next. in the next episode. So with that in mind, I'll see you later.